So whenever for sine law and for cosine law, it's helpful, and that's what we're doing today. We're mixing them up, doing both together. So it's helpful to kind of, when you're looking at a question, the first thing you do is start to think about the information you're given and what it's telling you so that you can figure out how to proceed. And one of the main things that you're looking for is pairs of angles and side lengths across from each other. So that's one of the things that you could do is draw those lines in and kind of see where you're at. And in this case, I have one pair that is across from each other, which actually tells me I'm using sine law. And then I'm asked for something right across from the other piece of information that I'm given. So this is a straightforward sine law question. I'm looking for an angle, so I'm going to use this version. Sub in sine of my unknown over 16, because they are across from each other, equals sine of the given angle. You always put an angle in with those ratios, over 11, because those are across from each other. One step to rearrange. 16 times sine 28 over 11. There's still some people who are confused about when you use shift and when you don't. And looking at that line right there, to me, is a perfect example of when you use shift and when you don't. When you have the angle like that, you just do sine 28. Like, that's how you would evaluate that part of the right side, is just sine 28. When I have sine theta and I'm trying to find theta, that's when you do shift, right? So in this case, if I want to do this all in one step, I'm going to type shift sine bracket, and what that's going to do is it's going to do shift sine of this whole right side, all those brackets, and give me the answer. And I just put the rest in. So shift sine bracket, 16 times sine 28 divided by 11, and you get approximately 43 degrees. You want to put the degree sign, that's like your unit. Make sure you include that. Most people did. Well done. Okay, this one is a little bit different, because when I start to analyze, this is the kind of question where you look at it. So in the work we're doing today, you have to decide whether to use cosine or sine. And you're going to look at this, and you're going to and some people are going to think, I can't use sine. But that's wrong. It is sine law. And so, but the reason why is because when I do this and when I do this, that's blank. And what the thing I'm looking for, x, has nothing across from it. So what do I do, Riley? Right, 180 minus 65 minus 54, which gives me 61 degrees. You don't, for this process, you don't have to show that step, but write it in there. Like, show the 61 somewhere. Some people did. They wrote 180 minus, right? And that's fine to do. But if you just write the 61 in there, that's okay in this case, okay? And now I have two things that are across from each other, the 44 centimeters and the 54 degrees, and I have the angle across from x, so I can solve for x. I'm solving for a side length, so it's a over sine a equals b over sine b, and so I put x on top over sine 61 equals the side length again on top over sine of the angle. One step to rearrange. And this one, it's, if you look at both of these, it's sine 61, sine 54. There's no shift sign for this. It's just directly sine. And you end up with approximately 47.6. If you round properly, it's like 47.56, so you round up to 47.6. Any questions?